it's Cathy, and welcome back to another episode of Fast and Fabulous Friday. Today, I'm going to show you how to make this card using the Flirty Flower stamp set and the copper embossing powder and copper foil. Isn't that pretty? And there's the inside of the card. So let's get started. Here are your measurements for this card. First, you will have a piece of Island Indigo that is 5.5 by 8.5, and that will be our card base. You'll have a piece of Very Vanilla and a piece of Always Artichoke that measure 4 inches by 5.25 inches. You'll have a piece of Island Indigo that is 1.25 inches by 4 inches. 2 pieces of the copper foil, and they will measure 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. Another piece of the copper foil that measures 3/4 inches by 3 inches. A piece of Always Artichoke that measures 1/2 inch by 4 inches. And then a scrap piece, small scrap piece of Island Indigo and a scrap piece of Very Vanilla. So we'll start with our embossing, and we need the 1 1/4 by 4 inch piece of Island Indigo, the Very Vanilla scrap, and the little Island Indigo scrap. We want to make sure we use our embossing buddy. And the stamp sets we'll be using for this card is the Flirty Flowers, and we'll be using this one here, and we will also be using Here's to the Best Day Ever. Also, we'll be using this one here from Label Me Pretty. And finally, from 5 for All, we'll be using this Happy Birthday to a Funny, Beautiful, and Smart Person. I thought that was such a cute saying. So those are the 3. Oh, and we'll also be using this flower over here. So I'll get my Versamark ink, and I'm going to ink the little flower onto the scrap piece. Set that to the side. I'll ink the label onto the scrap vanilla. And then the flower itself, I'll ink up and put it on this strip near the top, about 1/2 inch from the top. And then get out my copper embossing powder. And I just have a little tray here. And do each of these. And then we'll go ahead and get those heat set. And I'll have to fix this one real quick. And that piece slid over, it kind of goofed it up. So we'll get that fixed. Okay. So we'll go ahead and use the label punch and punch that out. Like that. And sometimes if you have a couple of little spots, you can take a an X-Acto knife and just kind of knock them off. It doesn't look like these are going to come off. We may have to redo this, or it might get hidden in my stamping. But that's one thing that you can sometimes do, just depends. And this is the Here's to the Best Day Ever, and that's going to go right in the center here, just like that. And then on our very vanilla piece on the inside, while we're at it, we'll go ahead and stamp our happy birthday up here at the top, just like that. Okay, now we can do a little bit of assembly. Take our 2 larger strips and I'm going to use my fast fuse across the back here. And these will match up with the bottom here, but so it's offset at the top. So we'll place that one like that. And I just have about a 1/4 inch out here on either side. Like that. Okay. And let's go ahead and assemble the inside while we're at it here. Place this piece down across here. This is an unusual decoration on the inside, but sometimes I like to do something different and unexpected. And I thought this worked well with the front of the card, so we'll do this. And then I took the little flower that we had embossed and cut it out and colored it with the Wink of Stella. And place that on in there. Isn't that cute? It's a little different inside and kind of unexpected. So we'll glue this down and place it inside our card. Like that. And on this, we'll go ahead and take our Wink of Stella and color our flower. Real quick and easy, and just gives it a little bit of a shine. There we go. So now I've got the copper trim, and I thought this was really kind of fun to play with. It's you can stretch it out, and what I found is you can give it kind of a rickrack look by stretching it one direction and then the other direction. So that's what we're going to do. Just keep stretching it back and forth. And if you don't like the way it looks, you can pull it straight and it goes right back to the way it looked before. So that's really kind of cool. You can try things out, and if you don't like the way it looks, then you can just put it right back and use it straight. But I'm gonna just kind of keep pulling it back and forth, creating this rickrack look. Just like that. See if we got enough. Yeah, that's enough. We'll trim that. And then I took a piece of tear-in tape and cut it in half. And so I'll run a piece here and wrap it around, and one on the other side. That way I can get it thinner, because the 1/4 inch measurement is too thick for this ribbon this way. And pull these back. And this area here doesn't matter to me too much the way it looks, because that's not going to show. It's going to be hidden behind the flower, but these side areas is where it's going to show, and I think that looks good. And then I'll turn this over and place this down. Just like that. And then we can attach that to our card. Just like that. Take this piece and get some dimensionals. That should do it. Place this on the front here, just like that. Get our "Here's to the best day ever," and put some dimensionals on either end, and I'm going to pop these up twice so it's raised above the flower. So we'll add a second one onto each. And place this at the bottom here, just like that. And there's our card. I hope you enjoyed Fast and Fabulous on Friday, and join me next week for Tippin' on Tuesday and Fast and Fabulous on Friday. Have a great weekend, everyone.